Manchester United have got the victory today. Really, really comfortable victory for Manchester United today. Really pleased with that. We haven't made too many changes. Obviously, Rojo, we've been hearing, is injured. Phil Jones couldn't make the game either, so he was out. Hopefully he'll be fit again soon with so many games coming up. But the big news was Anthony Martial back in the starting lineup. So many fans going mad on Twitter thinking he was going to get sold. I wasn't convinced that Jose Mourinho wanted him. Hopefully now this can be the changing point for Martial, because again, after that Wigan game, he got 2 assists. Today he's got another assist and a goal. He's got quite a few goals and assists when he's actually played, mainly assists actually. I think it's his 4th assist in the Premier League this season, plus them 2 in that FA Cup tie against Wigan. So really, really good performance from him today. There was some really good performance in there. The only thing was it took him so long to break Watford and get that first goal down. It really did. We've squandered some really good chances. Mkhitaryan hitting one over the bar, which he should have scored. Zlatan Ibrahimovic missing chances today, being a bit greedy for me. Sometimes could pass the ball, taking some long shots. Pogba took 1 or 2 long shots as well. Gomez putting off a few decent saves. But I think it's really Manchester United's poor finishing which has cost us dearly this season when we haven't scored enough goals. But we've still got 2 goals. We've got that breakthrough. Martial putting the ball across to Juan Mata. Juan Mata was fantastic again today. And I think he's becoming a real underrated player. Some points over his Manchester United career, I wasn't sure if he was going to have a future, certainly when Jose Mourinho come to Manchester United. But he's proved me wrong. And he always seems to score goals and assists, which is what Martial seems to be doing when he's playing at this moment in time. But that was the main good factor in this game for Manchester United. That second half, we didn't play as well as we did in the first half. Should have been 2 or 3 up for me at half time. And there was always that chance that Watford could come back into it, get any set piece. They had one set piece which David had to save in that second half, pull off a decent save. And it always did worry me. They had more shots at David Hare's goal than Leicester did last week out. And it did worry me a bit, the fact we hadn't killed this tie off. But we eventually got the second goal. Martial using his pace to get that second goal, put it in the corner. And then it was all over. Really pleased for him because he needed a good game. I was saying on Twitter, thank God that he's had a good game, because he really did need that to keep his place in the team. Hopefully he can keep his place in the team now. He's got another goal and an assist. That's on top of them ones against Wigan. So if he gets dropped after this, he really does have something to argue with. That one against Wigan, obviously it was against lesser opposition. So I think when Jose Mourinho said he needs to have a magnificent game in that, he was talking of sort of a 10 out of 10 performance. Sort of maybe 2 goals and 2 assists. But obviously this is against a Premier League team. These were about mid-table before the start of the game, and they were playing well. They hadn't lost in 4 games. So it was never going to be an absolute rollover this game. We should have probably got more. Zlatan, as I say, wasted a few chances, wasn't on the ball today. But at least other players have stepped up to the plate when he hasn't scored today. That hasn't always been the case for Manchester United, which is why we went on a load of draws at one point when Zlatan wasn't scoring. But overall, Herrera was fantastic in midfield as well today. So there was overall some really good performances. Eric Bailly at the back looks an absolute beast for the amount of money we paid for him at only 22 years of age. Hopefully he can go on and be Vidic-esque for Manchester United. He was obviously a world-class player for Manchester United, and hopefully Eric Bailly can be just as good because he's so young, and hopefully he can get better and better. So overall really decent. Manchester United don't play in the league for a while. I'm going to give the man of the match to Anthony Martial. I couldn't argue if you said Herrera or Mata today, but it's because he scored 1 and assisted 1. Anyway, kept another clean sheet as well. We're starting to churn out these clean sheets now, which is really impressing me, because we're only needing to score 1 or 2 goals to win games. And when we've not been scoring so many, this has been a good thing. If you keep clean sheets, you've always got a chance of at least not losing, which is why this run of, I think it's 16 Premier League games now without a defeat, which is absolutely fantastic. Even though we have drawn a few too many, which is the only problem. But at this moment in time, we move up to 5th, so that curse of being 6th at this moment in time is gone. Hopefully Tottenham can do Manchester United a favour later on, beat Liverpool, and we can stay in 5th place. Then all we've got to do is try and work on getting above Arsenal, because they're the 2 teams we need to finish above. I think Tottenham will finish above us, and Man City and Chelsea. I think they've all got too much for us. We've got to finish above Liverpool and Arsenal for me if we want to make that top 4. That's how I see it at this moment in time anyway. It could change. Man City could fuck up a few games, but I don't see us getting above Chelsea and Tottenham for sure. I think they're just too strong defensively and have got too much of a lead over us. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hopefully now we can start moving up that table a bit more. Come on, United.